Day 43, 44, these days are flying. Time is flying. We are nearing closer to day 50, which is surprising. Feels just like yesterday I started recording this thing for you guys. This just proving that just starting is so important, because if you don't start, you are still in the same position that you were 50 days ago. But if you do start, you are in a better position that you were 50 days ago. So what did we do on day 43? As you guys know, I record this on the second day. We spoke about this last week, where I was talking about how I want to make 2 podcast clips every single day from Monday until Friday, or from Monday until Sunday, or from Monday until Saturday, whichever one. And maybe to you guys it doesn't seem like a lot. Oh yeah, he's just only making 2 podcast clips in a day. But when you add it up, when it compounds over a span of the week, you could make 14 podcast clips, you could make 10 podcast clips, you could make 8 podcast clips. And that is, let me not say it's more than enough, because there's people like Chris Van Vliet who are making like 50 podcast clips out of one episode of a podcast, and I'm just here making 10 podcast clips or 14 podcast clips or even 8 podcast clips in a week. But yet again, he's speaking to these people for like 2 hours. But still, at the same time, that shouldn't be an excuse for me. I should strive to make more podcast clips. If a person like Chris Van Vliet, I'm not saying that he's doing this all by himself, but like if Chris Van Vliet's team can make 50 podcast clips from their 2-hour podcast, then dude, what am I doing? How can I not be working as hard, or if not harder than him, who's got over 500 subscribers when I've only got 70 subscribers? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, I digress. So I made 2 podcast clips today. I shot an outfit video, which I do not know when it's gonna come out, because all of these outfit videos, there's like a waiting list. There's a waiting list for the outfit videos, and this one is just added to the queue, and it's at the back of the queue. So yeah, I shot an outfit video for day 43, and I also went to the gym. Look at us. So far, so good. We are keeping things brief. This is like, this video is projected to be my shortest video. Okay? I won't be yapping. I'm keeping things brief. I'm improving my communication. Okay? Yeah, that is all that we did on day 43. And you guys know I like to give my perspective on various topics in between the days. And the topic that I want to touch on today is I need to start planning my week on Sunday, because I think one of the biggest things that's wasting my time is constantly thinking, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Okay, do I need to do this? I need to do that. And then in that minute of like what I need to do and thinking about what I need to do, I need to think about what I'm doing in that moment when I'm doing those things. You know what I mean? So like if I'm shooting an outfit video, on the day I decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to shoot an outfit video. I need to think of an idea. And okay, so after I think of the idea, I need to think about what I'm going to say on the video. Okay, cool. When it comes to the business, if I'm like, yo, I'm going to work on my business plan or work on my business right now. So I think writing down and planning my week on Sunday and planning every single minute of my day from Monday until the next Sunday it will save me a lot of time. And it will probably take out 2 hours out of my Sunday, which is no problem. But I think that planning, that writing down of, okay, I'm going to do this on Monday, I'm going to do this on Tuesday, I'm going to do this on Wednesday, I'm going to do this on Thursday, I'm going to do this on Friday. I think writing down what I'm going to do each day and the things that I have planned each day is going to save me so much time. And I know this is not like rocket science. This is not like a new discovery. Oh my word, Rorisang has finally discovered scheduling. It will reduce the time that it takes me to finish those tasks that I had set out for myself. And I know that it might not seem like a big thing, and I could have just looked up or Googled, oh yeah, how to manage my time better. And it will show me, oh yeah, plan out your weeks. But to me, I'm very happy and I'm very glad that I'm finding and incorporating systems that will work for my benefit and to be able to get the best out of me. I think it's difficult if you've got multiple passions and you've got multiple goals within those passions that you want to achieve all at the same time, to be able to spread your time equally. So yeah, planning my week ahead is very important, especially before I even start this company, where once I've started it, managing my time is very, very important, because it's important for me to be on time to whatever clients that I have to deal with. Moving on to day 44, and what did we do on day 44? I was working on my business. I was basically just looking over the things that we have not covered yet, that we still need to cover before we can actually launch and execute this plan. And just like you guys know, 2 podcast clip threshold, I made 2 podcast clips today, and also I posted a fashion video, and I'm about to go to the gym right now. And that's it for day 44 and day 43. I'll see you guys for day 45 and day 46. Day 45, 46. We back. Let's not even waste time. What did we do on day 45? We finished editing and posted the weekly recap video from last week. I shot a fashion video that's gonna come out tomorrow, and I love, oh my goodness, I really, really, really love this fashion video. I know that I said I have fashion videos in the queue, but this fashion video, because it's much more related to the time and what is happening right now, I need to put this fashion video ahead in the queue, and I absolutely loved recording this video. This video was so much fun, and I might as well just tell you guys now, because by the time you see this video, that fashion video will be out, and I was basically ranking my top 5 favorite World Cup kits from Adidas that have come out. Those kits are incredible. Adidas really did their thing. Shout out to them, bro. My favorite kit, that's South Africa away kit, and that's South Africa home kit. Yo, dude, I need that with all my heart. I need that with every fiber of my soul. I need the yellow one, the yellow South African home kit with long sleeve as like long sleeves, and I need the green one as like short sleeves. Dude, those kits are incredible. Shout out Adidas, to be honest. And you know what's the funny thing? I'm saying this while I'm wearing a Nike track jacket. I think figuring out what we're going to be doing and how the business is going to be running on a day-to-day basis is such an important thing before you actually execute the business, because it gives you like you kind of visualize and put yourself in that position of you implementing those things. And yeah, I think thinking ahead of time about the operations of the business and how it's going to be running on a day-to-day business makes it so much easier to be able to avoid silly mistakes that you didn't think about. And also figuring out the operations, you get to even think about the things that are out of your control. How can you operate around things that are out of your control? Things like traffic. What if you can't get to a client quick enough? Instead of having too many clients in a day, have a 1 hour buffer between each client so that you can be able to travel from one client to another client. So yeah, I was just figuring that out. I'm very happy that I did, and that is all that I did on day 45. I went to the gym also. Yes, I went to the gym. As you guys know, maybe some of you guys don't know, I actually graduated like 2 weeks ago. And I've actually been thinking about my graduation. And maybe it may not come off as if I'm grateful that I'm graduated, but I'm supremely grateful that I managed to graduate. And thinking about like university fees, like the cost of textbooks for some people, the cost of actually just getting into the university for some people. There's people who can't pay their tuition. And I am very privileged enough to be able to say this, that I got a bursary to be able to pay for my studies. I don't know if I'm going to be indebted to Engine for providing me that bursary. We are yet to find out. But yeah, I got a bursary to be able to pay for all my 3 years of studies. So that is a privilege in and of itself. Me being able to go to a college and to be able to study a higher level education is a huge privilege. And to come out of that 3 years and to be able to graduate, irregardless of what degree I got, irregardless of if people think my degree is amazing or if people think that my degree is nothing, you know what I mean? Irregardless of that, I finished, I started, I finished, and I graduated. And I am supremely grateful for that. As much as it's just a paper, and it really just is a paper, like that paper is not stopping me from achieving my goals. That paper is not getting me closer to achieving my goals. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is getting me closer to achieving my goals. What I'm studying, which is sports science, is within the industry that I want to be part of. And also it does give me a bit of credibility within the field that I'm trying to get into, that, I studied for 3 years this. So I'm not going to say I do know what's best. Of course not. I'm not a know-it-all. Of course not. But like, my advice that I'm giving to you does have some credibility towards it and behind it, actually. The industry that I'm going into is an industry that I'm very passionate about. I've been part of that industry since I was a kid. I've been playing football since I was a kid. But I feel as if I have a greater purpose of helping people achieve what I struggled to achieve. So helping people get closer to being a professional athlete. So yeah, I'm very thankful that I managed to get a degree in an industry that I'm actually very passionate about. Not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say that they've gotten they've gotten a degree in an industry where they are very happy and they're very passionate about, and they want to grow within that industry. And also they want to grow within that industry, and they want to improve that industry. And that is something that I think that I hit the jackpot on. Moving on to day 46, and today has been a weird day. We haven't had electricity for the whole day. I had to run around and look for paraffin because we don't have electricity. So most of my day was on the road. But I did manage to work on my business. I did manage to finish editing the podcast episode. I don't think that it's going to be able to come out today. It will only be able to come out tomorrow. I still need to edit the fashion video where I was talking about the Adidas World Cup kits. It's not even going to come out today. I think it's probably going to come out on day 47 when I release the podcast episode, because you know what, we don't have power. But yeah, I'm tired from today. I'm glad I could record this video for you guys for day 45 and 46. I'll see you guys for day 47, 48 and 49. Day 47, 48 and 49. Welcome back, guys. It's not a new week. It's still the same week, but we are in the period of the weekend. It's the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And what did I do on day 47? So day 47 was a good day. We started off the day with no electricity. So that was a bummer. We didn't have electricity in the morning, but I did manage to upload the podcast episode. I did manage to upload a fashion video that was supposed to come out on day 46. The podcast was supposed to come out on day 46. I managed to upload it on day 47. I managed to upload those 2 videos, which is great. I made 2 podcast clips. You guys know we hit the 2 podcast clip threshold all the time, bro. So I managed to do those 2 podcast clips. I also went to the gym on day 47, and you know what, bro, I am starting to enjoy going to the gym on Fridays, because going to the gym, especially on Friday nights, it's very quiet. There's not a lot of people. It's just you and the weights, and you can just move to any machine without having to wait for people to finish, because normally it's either in the morning or later in the evening. It's very hard to find gym equipment. It's very hard to find a bench. It's very hard to find an open machine. So Fridays is the new thing, bro. Plus, I'm not a person who goes out a lot. I prefer to stay to myself. I'm a very introverted person. Well, not very introverted. I like speaking to people, but I do love keeping to myself. Yeah, the gym is basically empty. It's just people who are there who are... Yeah, it's the Friday night crowd is very interesting at the gym. I won't lie, because those people are probably going through stuff, bro. Those people are probably going through stuff, especially when it's Friday night towards the end of the month. And there's people in the gym. I'm like, oh, people watching. I'm people watching, and I'm making up these whole scenarios. I'm making up all these fake scenarios about these people. But I'm people watching these people. I'm like, damn, you are here at the gym. You are very dedicated to the gym. Shout out to you. But the fact that you're here on Friday night instead of going out is very admirable. It's a quality that is very admirable. And yeah, and I'm glad that I'm one of those people. And is it because I don't have any plans? Of course, it is because I don't have any plans. Let me not pretend like I'm choosing to stay. Let me not pretend like I'm choosing to stay. Excuse me, those are the Hadidas. But let me not pretend like I'm choosing to stay home on Friday night. It's just that I don't have anywhere to go out. I think that is all that I did on day 47. Yes. Oh, yes. I also started working on the sketch of my logo for the business. I started working on the logo for the business. I'll try to put it here or wherever. Here or here. This is what I have so far. But I did work on, you guys will soon see, I did work on the logo on other days too. It wasn't just on that day. But it's very... I'm not happy with the things that I've come up with in terms of the logo. I still do need to brainstorm and think more about the logo and how I want it to be. And then moving on to day 48, I didn't do much on day 48. I was just kind of relaxing the whole day. Yes, I did go to the gym on Friday night, but also at the same time, I did go to my friend's place and we chilled for a bit. We listened to some music. We were hoping to listen to the Kanye album, but Kanye decided not to drop the album on the day. and he decided to drop it on day 48. But this guy decided to drop the album on YouTube. So I'm hoping that he will release the album on all streaming platforms. I'm recording this on a Sunday, so let's hope tomorrow or today, later this evening, or maybe he did release the album on all streaming platforms and I don't even know about it. But yeah, day 48, I went to the gym and I only made 2 podcast clips. Again, we are hitting the 2 podcast clip threshold. Commitment, bro. Come on. We are committed to this cause. We are disciplined to this cause. We are consistent. What did we say? Consistency builds momentum. Momentum builds what? Results, bro. But as long as we are consistent, I think that's the whole... When it comes to the podcast, that's our whole MO right now for this year. 2026, the word of the year is consistency. Slow motion is better than no motion. And I know that is a term that you have heard that term like ad nauseum. You've heard it so many times. You've heard it everywhere. Everyone is using it. Slow motion is better than no motion. But like, it's actually very true, bro. It's better to go to the gym and you do that one exercise and you leave and you come back again tomorrow and you do 2 exercises and then you leave and you come back on the third day and you do 3 more exercises and then you leave. And then you see, it's better than you not going to the gym at all. It's better than not doing any exercises. At least you got up and did it. And I think that's the thing that I'm really like taking into my stride and really, implementing it into my life. Like, slow motion is better than no motion. I don't have to do 100 things all at once. I can just do that one thing consistently every single day, and I don't have to. That slow motion is better than no motion is to help you not burn out. You don't want to do like so much all in one day and then the next day you don't do it anymore and you're not consistent. So like recording, let's say I record 1 video and that is all that I did that day. I know that's not much and I shouldn't be like not doing that much, but it's better than not recording a video at all. Like me editing 2 podcast clips. It's better that I edit 1 podcast clip or not even edit any podcast clips at all. It's better that I shoot one of these videos. If the only thing that I do today is shoot one of these videos, it's still better than not shooting this video at all, because I'm still creating something. There's an output. And I hope you guys can do the same in your life. Whatever that you're doing in this moment in time, or whatever that you want to start or get into, just remember the term of slow motion is better than no motion. I think the idea of looking at other people and competing with other people makes us want to do more. And then that feeling of wanting to do more, yes, we end up doing more, but then the next day we don't do as much as we did the previous day, or we don't do anything at all because we're so tired from the previous day. It's better to run 100 meters today and then 100 meters tomorrow rather than running 5 kilometers today and then never running 5 kilometers anymore during that week, So it's better to run 100 meters today, run 100 meters tomorrow, run 100 meters on the 3rd day, maybe run 150 meters on the 4th day. And on that 5th day, you run 200 meters. You need to be moving around. You need to be doing something. You need to be, you know what I mean? That slow motion builds consistency, and that consistency builds momentum, and that momentum builds results. But yeah, day 49, guys, we are getting closer to day 50. Day 50 is Monday. Tomorrow's day 50. We've been doing this for 50 days, going after it, going after our goals. There's growth. We are seeing the growth, even though it's like a small amount of growth. I am grateful for the growth. I'm truly, truly grateful for the growth, because I'm just thinking about these numbers and I'm looking at these numbers and I'm thinking, I'm putting these numbers in the perspective of real life. Imagine this, like Yeshua had 12 disciples. That's 12 people following him, bro. And look at us. Not that the people that are following us are disciples or anything like that. But look at us. Reality TV podcast with 70 subscribers. Me, my personal channel with 90 subscribers. Almost nearing 100. That's gratitude. I'm grateful to have those numbers. Even the views that we're racking up, it's a crazy amount. Yes, it's 14 views. Yes, it's 15 views. Yes, it's 20 views. Yes, it's 30 views. But like that's like 30 people viewing you. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful for those views, even though it's not that much. In the grand scheme of like social media and content creation, it's not that much. But it's more than enough to make me grateful. It's a starting point. We are consistent. This is the first time we are being actually consistent. And for us to be seeing the growth, even though it's small, I'm grateful for that growth because it's better than no growth at all. So yeah, day 49. I didn't do much today, I won't lie. I shot a fashion video, I edited a fashion video, and I posted a fashion video. That is literally all that I did today. Thank you for joining me. If you've made it this far, I love you. I really do, because it makes me very happy. It tells me that you're enjoying this. And if you guys find any solace in what I'm saying, or make sure to click the subscribe button, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to comment also. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Are you enjoying these videos? I know that not much people are watching, but there are people that are watching. And if there are people that are watching this far, make sure to let me know in the comments. My name is Rory. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys on day 50.